Warning, the following episode contains excessive amount of shouting, vulgarity, salt, and shenanigans. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, look, we're trying to make the fingers finger each other.
I'm just trying to point out that you can't spell Fortune Street without F and without U.
Yay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fortune Street, a Let's Play of hell. A Let's Play that has been befuddled and confounded with so many curses and curses, both coming out of our mouths and out of our karma, that we can't keep a straight face anymore.
Legend is not happy about this game.
We have never managed to record this right.
We've done 2 games beforehand.
Well, more than 2 games.
Yeah,
We've tested this a couple of times in advance, and for whatever reason, neither of these chuckleheads like the results.
yeah, like
Despite the fact that Zero has a much better track record on this game than he does on Mario Party.
oh yeah, I keep winning this one, or at least the way
At
it
least
goes.
coming out better than he did in Mario Party.
Yeah,
So you will not see salt from him. What you will see
A salty legend.
is a salty legend.
Saltine crackers for everybody. Dish them out.
I didn't know fries from McDonald's were this salty.
all right. Well, anyway,
So welcome to Fortune Street, a collaboration between Square Enix and Nintendo.
which is weird.
And it's through a Monopoly game.
Monopoly Parcheesi style game that has stock systems in it?
So yeah, it really is a Monopoly kind of deal.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I am player 3.
I'm player 1, so I will be choosing my character, Stella.
Stella. I am going with the Waluigi Empire.
And I, Leshen Hunter, shall be picking slime. Because those dank, soulless eyes.
Match
want to
yours
stare-
so well.
Yes, they do.
All right.
Well, of course there is a little problem with picking slime, and that is that as a computer, he's actually pretty easy.
Okay, so the CPUs actually have grades to them, unlike in Mario Party.
They're graded A through D. D sucks. A will rock your world.
Well,
so
then-
we should pick D.
Rock your financial packets.
So why don't we go with D for
Virgo.
Diddy Kong?
Or
I guess
Because
that
she
works
gives
too.
the D.
Ah.
And we're off to a wonderful start.
We're off to a horrifying start.
anyway, what we're going to be doing for this Let's Play series is 2 Dragon Quest themed stages and 2 Mario themed.
Because this game is incredibly long, even with going on the lowest target amount settings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of target amounts, get that much to win, or be in first place with someone else bites the dust.
Correct.
Okay.
Now I did want to go ahead and ask this, guys, because we do have the option of deciding a turn order in advance. Do we want to do that, or do we want to keep everything random?
Let's keep it
everything.
random.
Okay then. Just wanted to throw that out there, so that way, because that is one of the major differences, is you can actually agree on a turn order with people.
Yeah.
And then you don't have any fights over bullshit order.
We will, however, be keeping the target amount at 10,000 as the lowest.
For every map, because of the fact that this game otherwise gets incredibly long without it.
It gets incredibly long even with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the average recording for a Trodain stage is about 1.5 hours.
Oh god, we're gonna be here a while.
It's not that much different from doing the last Mario Party game.
Okay, test run from before. I'm still last.
I'm still third.
I think
And Birdo's still first.
Well, the CPU is still first. We had a different CPU when we started, but yes.
By the way, in case it hasn't been apparent now, the computer is a much, much more manipulative bastard in this game than anywhere else.
Typically.
Yep. We're going to go ahead and turn off the dialogue pretty soon, so
And-
don't worry about that being on every single time.
And characters will move much faster. By the way, we're going to have to wait a while because Birdo's going to play a minigame. So, unlike Mario Party, minigames are a rarity because this is a Monopoly-based game. So the minigames mainly are there for giving you cash.
Are you serious?
Which-
Okay.
Birdo got a good spread here.
You mean she got damn near perfect? If that was a
One more
more slime.
3, 4. I think that's 6 lines. No, 5 lines.
5 lines.
So 250 gold out of the gate, which is incredibly powerful for an early run.
No, wait, 450. Yeah,
250 because we all start with 1200.
Oh, right.
boy.
Anyway, I will be going ahead changing the option so you don't have to hear her dialogue and everyone moves much faster.
Huzzah!
So we will now begin.
And let's chill and relax. Even
I
though I
will-
know Legend is salty.
Just Spread your legs and relax.
I'm sorry.
That is what this game
I
is.
am not aware that Legend is a gynecologist. So you can go for the commission space, or you can go for a minigame.
Honestly, the minigame would be more profitable because no one's really making money this first round. Commissions allow you to get to basically make a little profit off of everyone else's earnings, but they would have to land on your
By
shit
the way,
in
this
order
is the
to give it.
stupidest minigame off. The small blocks are always Bowser. So just choose a big block.
Well,
If I accidentally picked a small one, good God. So I get some stocks in District D. Stocks, we'll go over them later.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't want to go over them
Yeah,
now.
there are a lot of rules. If you really want to know how this game completely works in its entirety, I would highly recommend watching the Runaway guys play this game.
And or buying the manual.
And this is
Or consult your friendly online strategy guide. Mm-hmm. But either way, let's begin. And holy shit, that was a good roll.
At the very least, the winning player must pay you 10%.
But she's the winning player, so she doesn't get anything.
Thank God.
So
Suck it.
venture cards are this versions of Monopoly's strategy cards, and holy shit, this is awesome.
Oh, shit.
Basically, they can do random effects from giving bonuses or giving detriments.
And it's a 50-50 shot of either or.
All right,
It's a bastard.
And what we have here is us basically, well, Leo basically starting a monopoly in the green district.
Every quote unquote district is designated by 4 colors, by 4 shops with a specific color. If you go ahead and you get multiple shops in the same district, they get bonuses which stack with each other. If you get all 4 in a district, you do a total takeover, which effectively gives you a significantly larger bonus. And all your shops' prices increase, making it much more potent when people step on them. Again, it's like Monopoly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I just made a round trip. I am not entirely happy about that. Because one thing that you guys end up doing is gathering a lot of territory, and that jacks up the prices, and that ends up screwing over anyone who passes through. Low rolls are diabolical in this game.
Well, it depends on the board size also, because you also want to be able to avoid said districts when you're running through them, when you don't have enough money for them. So it's a bit of a mix and match. There are advantages and disadvantages.
Okay, and in this district, the legend is contesting me.
Someone needs to contest Leo in the south, or we're gonna have a problem.
Fuck.
Not today.
I tend to get really bad rolls.
Says the guy who ends up winning most of the time.
Yeah.
So remember, this does also operate on Mario Party. Speaking of which, Mario Party rules. So it just so Birdos, Waluigi are pretty obvious because we've seen them before. Slime, not so much. Slime is the mascot of the Dragon Quest series and is essentially the titular enemy. He's basically like Pikachu's to Pokemon.
Yeah, it's the first enemy in any area.
But Stella is a very rare character unless you've played the later Dragon Quest games.
Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies.
Would you like to go ahead and elaborate your hatred for Stella, Zero?
Excuse me.
Rant coming on.
Stella, you whore! She is annoying, she is
Roll.
frustrating, and she uses the phrase flappin' L.
Well, the revamped version of Dragon Quest takes place in a anachronistic time period, so a lot of people actually use broken English. Or ye old English.
Or Russian, or...
Well, but generally the flappin' L one is old English.
Ouch.
Ooh, I just got a lot of money.
Yes, you did from Birdo.
Thank you, Birdo.
So,
Although I don't want to know where it came from.
I'll pay you a pittance.
A pittance.
So,
Such a pity.
so
That's
it's-
another Dragon Quest reference.
But yeah, I've played and beaten Dragon Quest IX, and still it was annoying.
Yeah. Funny, because considering she's one of the first, she would be considered a Gyaru girl, which is a rarity. I think she's the only one of her kind.
Gangoro?
it basically means dark-skinned girls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Ganguro is...
Ganguro.
No, Ganguro is something else. That's specific...
Ganguro is like Jinx.
No, that's specifically... Like, you know how we have weeaboo culture in the States where we often refer to as fans of anime and stuff? Ganguro is the reverse of that, where that's Japanese thinking what American culture is.
Yeah.
In fact, those are if there are guys who are into it, those are the ones who have the giant, pimped out 16-wheelers when they go traveling and shit.
You just keep paying 0 today.
But you know what? I'm going to be getting to the bank soon, so I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm right behind you. Oh, squishy, squishy. Sure.
You want to get in on this section?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he do.
So it's Waluigi's turn.
All right.
Get a 2, get a 2, get a 2, 2, 2, or 3, 3. Yeah, thank you.
God damn it.
Remember, you're not Birdo this time.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting that, but I am happy that Scylla's doing well. And Birdo keeps landing on these fucking bencher suits.
Usually it's me that's happening too.
Yeah, but twice in a row, it's been bad news for her.
Her.
It.
Her. You of all people, Zero, should not be fighting me on this. Anyway, so this is a promotion. Once you get 4 sweets and you come back, this is the only way you get more money. This is the equivalent of passing go in Monopoly. And you can do the most important thing, buy stock.
Stock is a deceptively awesome thing in this game.
Uh-huh.
It may not seem like much, but basically, anytime any district gets someone who lands there, you'll get a small percentage of whatever they pay.
Mm-hmm. So,
and it also bumps up the prices of any shops in that district.
No, it raises their max capital, meaning you can put more money into them.
Yeah, so stop here.
So I have to stop here because I landed specifically on it. If you land more, it automatically stops you when you have all 4 sweets, or it automatically stops you, period, either because you're going to get a promotion or because you're going to go ahead and buy stock. So as you'll see in Simon's turn, he will roll higher, but he will have to stop at the bank to get his promotion and have the opportunity to buy stock.
Yep. That he will. There is a lot to go over in this game.
Well, it's a lot to go over if you're not familiar with Monopoly.
Yeah. And we're just kind of rushing through it so we can get onto the shenanigans.
We're rushing through.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put, say, 20 stocks here.
You generally want to invest in your own district so that way you can raise the money on them later.
However, my strategy is to put a little bit of stock into every district early on.
And then you get money when everyone else has to pay.
Yes.
I'm still figuring out my strategy.
So it is Waluigi's turn, and we will go ahead and get back to the action.
Ooh.
Now, the Boon Square lets you get commission off of everyone's purchases, even if they're your own.
Oh no, I didn't.
No, you were talking about from the failed one.
See, I get 5 from that. The bank gives me 5.
Oh man, we've recorded this so many times now. I don't know which ones are which. I don't know what we've already said.
Speaking of which, I also get that bonus now.
Stella!
Also, it's weird because Stella's supposed to be like 2 feet tall. She's as small as, if not smaller than, a slime.
She is literally
She's a fairy.
I'll go north.
I'm just going to say that she is the Navi of Dragon Quest.
So you say. I think she's.
You got that card again.
He got that card in the
failed recordings.
Yeah.
Not in the failed recordings, but in the failed recording prior, the one we just tried before now. You can go down and get the venture card.
No, wait. I didn't want to do that. I needed to go to the bank.
Oh, there you go.
So,
don't forget.
Go around again. Go around again. Delay yourself another round.
Okay, so he's gonna get promotion. He gets to buy stock.
Okay.
So, I feel like initially when we started playing this game, I had an advantage because I did my undergraduate in business.
Yeah.
I'm a creative writing major.
And I'm a biologist.
So, but because this is also luck-based, Mario Party rules apply. So, I think I've only won once or twice, and then the rest of the time it's been 0.
Which is She gets 20 coins.
But yeah, and initially when I was drumming up ideas for this, I initially wanted to invite Legend's sister to join us because she is also a business major.
Yeah, she is
Accounting, I believe, Legend?
She is in accounting, but she doesn't like going into these
Public.
multiplayer games.
Public.
So.
That will put me on her space, and that will put me on...
MySpace.
Actually, no, I think... Oh, closed! Ha-ha! Perfect. I don't have to pay anything.
All right. So it's the Goo Ball's turn. Hello.
Slimes are quite prolific. And
they can even turn into humans.
Wait, when was that established?
I think Dragon Quest 4 or 5? Yeah.
Which one? Fates of the Chosen or Hand of the Heavenly Bread?
Chapters of the Chosen, I think.
Okay, I'm trying to remember how exactly that works, but I'll take your word on it.
Yeah. So now
Anyway.
Legend landed on one of his spaces, so now he invests.
Yep.
Which raised the price of the shop and made the stocks go up as well.
Yep. Which means I'm getting a tiny little profit off of that.
Now, the actual scores are to the right numbers underneath the suites. The left numbers are already cash. So the left numbers show how much you can spend right away. The right shows your overall worth. And that right value is what needs to be raised to 10K before the game is over.
Yep.
Right now, you can see both Zero and Legend are competing in the same district, which means that in order for one of them to get total domination, they have to either buy or take over the other person's shops.
Yes.
Or exchange. That is something else that we could go into later.
Yes.
Because, again, just need to get this thing moving.
God damn. Oh, wait, this is mine.
So-
I keep forgetting which is and which is not mine. So speaking of which is not mine, I will raise... I want to get it... Yeah, that's good enough.
$100. Jesus Christ, that's kind of scary early on.
Thank you. Googly, 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 googly.
No, it's more...
Anyway, so he's going to go ahead and land on the suite.
Sweetness.
71.
Okay. Hey!
You can invest 200 gold into any shop of your choice. That's a really good card.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. I wonder which one I should pick.
You're going to do that one?
Yes.
Look at how much it is early on.
Thank you.
All right, I'll be putting my little coins there eventually.
And now Waluigi lands on his own shop.
Are we gonna have a bidding war? A freaking war in the center of the board?
Turf war, yes.
Yes.
Because that's what this game always turns out to be. It turns into a turf war.
When did this become Splatoon?
We aren't... Well, technically it's always been Splatoon because we are painting the board different colors.
That
It just so happens that it's a free-for-all instead of team-based.
Yeah.
Well, everyone is on a team. Their own.
Yeah. And speaking of which, Birdo got 69.
Ha ha! Shit.
So currently, Slime is in the lead, followed by Waluigi, then me, then the CPU.
Yep.
This may change. It probably will.
This will change over time.
Yes.
Speaking of which, it's time for the races!
Slurpadrome! Okay.
I choose Spotted Dick.
Okay. I pick unusual white stuff I found in my hair.
I pick Blackest Night.
And Birdo picks 420 Blazing.
There we go. And they're off. Come on, white stuff! Come on,
Let's go,
white stuff!
Spotted Dick!
Come on, white stuff!
Spotted Dick!
Come on,
Let's go,
white
Spotted
stuff!
Dick!
You
Come
can
on,
do
Spotted
it,
Dick!
white stuff!
Oh, Blackest Night got
Blackest
taken out.
Night.
Let's go,
Okay, come
Spotted
on!
Dick!
Come on, white stuff!
Spotted Dick!
Come on!
Let's go, Spotted
Come on,
Dick!
white
Come
stuff!
on, Spotted
Come
Dick!
on,
Let's
white
go,
stuff!
Spotted Dick!
Yes! Yes! I got the white stuff in my...
The white stuff launched first.
Yes!
Which is funny because...
Actually, the white stuff launched... It didn't launch prematurely.
No,
it built up to an amazing climax.
Yes.
Legend press 2.
So, So basically, if you as long as you make it to the end, as long as you get coins, you get cash.
Although I didn't make it to the end, but I still got cash.
Well, if you get coins, you get cash.
Yeah.
All right.
It transfers
I push
over.
forward.
And you can land on your shop, or you can go down, pay me 100 because
you kind of do need to either,
or you delay yourself.
I can, but this also does some cool stuff for me too. I say just 100.
Alrighty.
So as you can see here, Legend has decided to go ahead and not go on the main direct path, but has decided to invest in his shops at the same time. Time will tell whether or not this paid off.
That is.
So you can either pay Birdo 100 or you can pull the same gambit Legend did. 0.
I think I'll do that.
There is actually another advantage to going the path that I am, and that is I will be passing through the bank. Anytime you do, you can buy stock. Anytime you buy stock, you can start investing in fun little districts.
Right.
Thank you. Ooga, ooga, ooga.
Birdo's turn.
Okay. Rounds will go by really, really fast, so...
Hey guys,
Yeah.
look what Birdo just did.
What is Birdo doing?
She's basically making it harder for you to get shit.
Well, that is a good idea. Ooh.
Take a day off, Leo.
I can afford it. It's not like you guys are going to hit my shops anyway. I can go...
Straight onto the bank.
I can wait till you guys have less money to take from you.
Let me see.
And then that becomes troublesome.
That's a cheapo district, B.
Yeah, it is. Thing
Yeah.
is, I only have one shop there. That's it, I have a shop there.
Yeah.
Let me see. Other places I could buy... Well, you know what? This is the cheapest as of right now, so I'll go ahead and...
Keep in mind, by putting money into that district, it actually increases the price.
Not necessarily, but having anything there will help.
Yeah.
So I'll stop here.
And
Excellent choice.
Okay,
Yeah.
once again, buy more stock.
I'm actually going to put 25 in District C.
Interesting choice.
And
What was that about not landing on your spaces?
Yeah, he can afford it.
Of course he can. It's free.
He still has
Thank
another
you.
shop he has to pass.
Thank you. And
Ooh,
I got
Birdo's getting low already.
yeah, she's going to have to sell.
Yes,
And when that happens, we'll get over another
We'll
mechanic.
see. We will see. Who knows? Maybe I buy it instead. Speaking of which, you guys owe me anyway.
Well, we aren't owing you anything. You're just getting a commission from everyone's stuff. You aren't actually taking our money.
The bank is just giving you
But
cash.
still, it's going to be extra cash.
Oh, another interesting thing about the bank, you can actually move.
Pay yourself again, or go ahead and pay 0.
That sounds like fun. Since I'm going this way anyway.
It doesn't matter which way you go, it's a figure 8, you fool.
Yes, but let me go ahead and make this district fun.
Oh, this is going to be hard for us. You know you're basically making it hard for us to get monopolies either way.
Oh yeah. Really, I'm just paying myself.
Well, you're paying me more.
0.
Yeah.
Your turn. So 0 rolls and get a 4. Thank you, actually.
Fine.
Which I get. Yes, it also stacks with stock bonuses as well.
Yeah.
Yep.